We begin with a weather alert. Rain is causing problems across our area, taking down trees and flooding streams, and more is yet to come. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at 6 o'clock. I'm Ken Body. Let's get straight to our live team coverage. KOIN 6 meteorologist Riley O'Connor is in the Weather Center. He's got a look at current conditions as well as your forecast. But first, let's head out to Joel Iwanaga. He's live in Beaverton where a giant tree is disrupting traffic. Joel?
Ken, good evening to you. And believe it or not, neighbors are not at all surprised that this tree right here on First Avenue has fallen. Give you a live look here at 6 o'clock tonight. They say this tree had been leaning for some time, and sure enough, the heavy rain likely saturated the soil, proving too much for this tree. Thankfully, though, no injuries to report, but it did hit a parked car. The other story, of course, on the west side of town, take a look at this. Localized flooding in Forest Grove. This is near Fern Hill Road, obviously closed tonight following the heavy rains earlier this afternoon and this morning. This is near Highway 47. Now, I checked, neighbors throughout the Portland metro report sun breaks this morning, followed by those steady rain showers, certainly heavy at times. In the meantime, I spoke with a woman who was driving the damaged SUV, the tree coming crashing down on the car. This is just seconds after she and her friend got out.
When it fell, it cut the power completely. It shook the building like an earthquake happened. And then, we looked outside, saw the tree fell, and we ran.
It was, yeah, we all ran downstairs because I noticed, I was looking directional. I was like, that's where we parked. So we kind of ran outside, and lo and behold.
With that up there, too, that actually caught fire earlier and actually exploded twice.
It was raining a little bit, but not that bad. I mean, we've had far worse storms, recently in the last few nights, I think, even.
So probably the ground was saturated too much for this tree.
I would assume so, yeah.
Now, it took several hours for work crews to allow the women to get back to their SUV. In the meantime, that SUV had some extensive damage to the rear of the vehicle. But considering what could have happened and the size and weight of the tree, they tell me they consider themselves extremely fortunate, and I tend to agree. Back to a live picture out here. I just checked, and PG crews will remain on scene. The tree actually clipped those power lines right here. Speaking to some neighbors, some frustrated neighbors who say their power remains out here in the Beaverton area. This is Lombard and First. I checked with PG&E crews. They say they're working really at breakneck speed to try to restore power. So far, no word yet on when power will be restored. Reporting live here in Beaverton, I'm Joel Iwanaga, KOIN 6 News. Ken, back to you in the studio.